coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Way. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now a handoff as they run left side. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second and 8.
Now back to throw. And Thomas has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And the Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down. Way. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Way. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun. Way.
Going out wide. Finds Chubb.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Bulldozes past him. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Way. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Off play action. Way.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Way. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Exit, exit.
Off play action. Way. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime.
Hey, we got three.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Way. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Check it back, check it back.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Way. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Operating from the gun. Way. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Nifty move. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, Way. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for the late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,